This is 7110 West Okanagan Place, the coroner's office. And the coroner's office is here at Kennewick, Washington. Department, Justice Department signs outside, which is proving that COVID-19 is officially going to stage 1. And there are complicated services where they're trying to go to stage 2, but this is stage 1. And Mr. James, the administration office, which is here, pulling the procedures and processing, which 19 for the Washington State Coroner's Office. And the Coroner's Office is here at Benton County Justice Department 7110. Implement some of their services. You can see the coroner services that they have, the permitted services they have, and the service they have. And this is Andy Miller at CO Benton, Washington, US 509-735-3591. Fax 509-736-3066. Andy Miller, the prosecutor of Washington State. He's Andy Miller at CO Benton. Phone number is 509-735-3591. Fax 509-736-3066. And moderated systems we have for download systems. Andy Miller, prosecutor, Justice Department, and Benton Justice Department. We have a lot of ANCRES download systems. You can see major ANCRES services they have. I have no words for my understanding. Once and stack on the sidewalk and brought the footage into officially services increments on their service. We're at the coroner's office, Justice Department, here in Kennewick. COVID-19, that's Roberta Barela, HERNANDEZ, Father John, Father Richard, got a death certificate, and then applied and stolen Social Security driver's license, CDL license, and got a new driver's license, new photo, new Social Security license, and increments, and you apply your services. The DOL has all your record recollection, which I have no record. No driver's license, no DWIs, no drug possessions, no any kind of contraband, no juvenile record. And we're in Andy Miller's office. We're upstairs at 7112 West Okanagan Place, Kennewick, Washington, 99326. Mr. J. Miller, J. Miller's the coroner, and just prosecutor, and they don't like this is Secretary of State Kim Wayman, Secretary for the Courthouse in this event. Restraining order takes $75 from you, and then serving you, that's another $100. And then you serve them in their face, and they take their documents and walk out the door. So the DOL is always on duty. Same with Chase Bank. Chase Bank is 6 days a week. Your banking, your EFT transaction, your services, your FedEx, your UPS, and priority mail. And they're delivered online. And BentonCounty.com online. This is the prosecutor's office, which is online at the Justice Department, which is applying their services. The administration office that they have. Andy Miller is the prosecutor, so we have Mrs. Kim Wayman, Secretary of State. She's from California, so her surgery in the Cancer Society on implemented service to carry out on day 1. Here's your convictions and evictions and monies that you owe to the sole assailant, Mr. Andy Miller. He is the victim, same with his grandmother. So you have having the coordinations and the inquiry services, Mr. Father Dillon, Father Richard, and also Mr. Father Dillon has pharmaceutical appliances, which belongs to Andy Miller, and this is Andy Miller's mother and grandfather and father, and Father Dillon Pharmaceutical, it's Cork's Pharmacy, 8/6/2019, 8/6/2019. That's Mr. Kennewick Man, found and serves under the Columbia Center Boulevard Center, and Columbia Center Boulevard was rented with PF Chains. Malcolm Mamo, Easter Egg Farms, Charlie Cox. As age 1, 2, and 3, left at Tri-City Herald as a child with jaundice and stomach valve and blood transfusion all over my face. So that's a witness. There's witnesses all over the state of Washington. The services they have for the increments for the falsified documentation of forgery, that's Carry On Road. Mr. Sampson's court, and that's not Father Den, but Clint Didier, a real piece of shit. You know, he's worthless, just like Steven Seagal's mother and father. Applied that they're Michael Jackson, the Michael Jackson Mansion, and Mr. Steven Seagal, Mr. Big Easy liquor store, bar store, and liquor store, and tobacco shop at, of course, the Bravo base, military base in the back. And that's me. That says, Felix Barela says, increments on the services for the headstones and monuments. No police officer, enforcement agency allowed on the property. All restraining services applied and first you're explaining trespassing. This is Andy Miller's office. This is Benton County Justice Department. This is Cimaron 5. This is Benton County Justice. This is Benton County. This is Benton County, basically. And the administration office. And Ivanka and Ganja. They can talk. So we're gonna have to download this information since so no piece of shit motherfuckers tell me shut the fuck up. They won't come take it outside. So the information they got, they don't want none of the information, and the information ain't theirs. So we're gonna press start on everyone that comes in. DOL. See how big, how strong, what Mexican, Puerto Rican, what race you come from. Mr. Johnson just opens the door and tells him to get the fuck out of his face, and you won't listen. Look, one way or another. Conviction after conviction, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's what happens when Mr. Andy Miller, prosecutor state, you know, Mr. Andy Miller, I think the consequences of the major consequences would be some stroke, heart attack, stressing out, and then the criminal convicts that come in here, they do the threats and I lie to threats, statute of limitations. I mean, I have no problems. You open the door up, you see the individual doing something in your way, and then you have somebody fabricating stories. You have the judge's administration, Judge Matheson. Judge Matheson got booted out. He got tired of the stress and the mishavoc of all the releasing parolee and parole officers, administration officers, and the wannabe conviction race because it's Godzilla University and they're on the campus. Their mother and father, the federal judge's administration office don't deal with them. They figure they can just have them do something and have them implant, but all they do is make a grave for themselves. So they got their face, they got all the money to talk, but they get in the situation itself. Oh, I didn't say Andy Miller was a punk pussy. I didn't tell him he was a child. Oh, actually, you did. I'm listening to the conversation right now. You did. See, Andy Miller and the administration officer, Mr. Donald Trump administration. Mr. Obama was an FABC unit. That's upstairs. ramp that they extended on to the services. That bankruptcy, Donald Trump and Vodka, that's in Spokane, Washington. The residency services for their service increments is nothing but, you're right, they're cowards. So Donald Trump and Andy Miller realize they're cowards. We got a cremator and there's somebody in the cremator, so we give them 1 minute, 2 minutes if they walk away. They're inside the cremator, and you can easily flush any kind of human waste down the toilet, the sewer line, or actually walk away, open the casket, and just throw the body in, just like a funeral. Funeral, there's nothing but says actually they don't put any urns, no caskets, no monarchs, no human resources. They just kill them. I mean, you kill the person and you just throw the body in there, and there's maggots growing to the sod and the grass. There's no fortification, there's no human resources. It's like George Washington. When he first became the plantation owner in increments for slavery, which is Texas, the increments for the service they have, that's increments, and he's a billionaire. He's parked in the parking lot with Moon Ganja. That's Ajmer Singh Nijjar. That's a white Tundra. That's Mike McBee, and also McBee in the Navy SEAL Department, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and that's Mike McBee, United States Navy. See, he got crosses, he got red crosses, he got purple hearts, he has George Washington implements, all of them. He's increments on the Naval Department, and he's from Kennewick High School. And he has several adversaries like Han Solo from Gonzaga University. He's a piece of shit Puerto Rican black Negro, but black info. So they just come in here in holding cells and just start problems left and right, one way or another. They like assassinating and plotting to kill Donald Trump and slanted plantations on properties and papers and ordinances for stingers that apply to him and use it to discretion to become a judge, a lawyer, or a prosecutor, or a police officer, public defense, and oath. Don't work like that anymore. Don't work like Obama's not the president of the United States. And he was in the holding cells. Go figure. So they're in the holding cells, but Mr. Donald Trump in the services and increments, him doing the policy, and also get Mr. Jay Inslee opening his fat mouth saying that he had children. But Donald Trump was talking about Felix's children, and he told him to shut up. But he told Felix to shut up. But they wired my teeth shut. That didn't work out for them. So when they wired my teeth up in Spokane, Washington, they realized there was wire in my mouth. Every time with the scanner, they started a fight, confrontation, or making shit up. They made all kinds of shit up. How can you have a shank or a sword or a knife or a bazooka or a grenade launcher or a Samsung 7 and explodes, and we just do a lawsuit, which is Verizon, a monument electrical conduit with nuclear power deterrence, which is Richland City Hall, which is there not there no more. West Richland City Hall is not there no more. El Camino was parked into it. The police station and the City Hall at one time. Two birds with one stone. So the increments on this $2 billion, she wants $2 billion for the divorce. So when they can talk, she can finalize the divorce as a rent. But increments on that service, there is a Vodka, Moon Ganja, and now she got the children inside the Tundra over there. There is a monument of pouring concrete retaining walls, rebars, electrical wires, number 10, 12, 20, 20-inch, 10-inch, 30-inch elbows, T's, and all monorail beams. And these are by millimeter. These are stacked by millimeter. They have to be measured by millimeter, or it's off kilter by a foot, or by 3 feet, 4 feet, if it's not correct to a millimeter on the steel beaming. So Melania Trump will come in here and say, yeah, this big ass boy came in here and said he wants to kill you. He wants to string. Oh, really? Does he wear a uniform? Does he wear a state patrol? What's he, FBI, CIA? No. Oh, no. We didn't mean it like that. No, what'd you mean? Did you mean that he's going to be a professional lifer for the rest of his life in a prison and get ass fucked and taken straight like the lawyer that you hired for Donald Trump? No. What do you mean? It says do not enter. It says COVID-19. It says March, the presidential campaign. I mean, how serious can that be? That's American citizenship. Did you realize that was Obama that was in the holding cell upstairs? Social Security files? That's Gage Boulevard. Mr. Norwick. Don't forget, that's Hatcher. Norwick and Hatcher. That's 20 years ago when he got suspended for murder. horse at Sunny Farm, Sunset Acres in San Juan 5 INC. Mr. Young, attorney lawyer at Mr. Southman, State Patrol Southman. There's a dead body at Department 205. See, they're going to panic, going to run in there, make some shit up, drag the body off, and say somebody did it. Who's the snitch ass rat? See, they just go back in there, act like a normal day. See, who's the snitch ass rat today? See, they must be some smart individuals in there. Today, some criminal convicts, some real convict criminals. You know, the online services, increments on our services here at Annie Miller's office, 519-735-3590. Fax, 519-736-3066.